Hi, Marianne Emma Jeff, Success Coach here, bringing you resources, tips, and strategies to define, enhance, and attain your vision of success. Tame technology and develop regular systems, habits, and routines to increase the visibility and the profitability of your business. If you're ready to get into consistent evolutionary action online and in person and bring everything together for your business, you're in the right place. Well, here we are, night 7. Welcome. If it's your first night of listening, welcome. If it's your last night of listening, welcome. You can always go and listen to the replays, and I'm actually making one of the great things that, maybe there's a yin and yang to everything, but I love technology, and so I've been actually putting together movies of each of the webinars, so I'll be putting those up. I'm pretty savvy, and that's one of the big things that I bring to the table as a coach, too, is that I can help my clients with all the technology and tame it a little bit. But so look for those videos coming up, and you'll be able to access them, the replays, by going to my website, www.motivatemyself.com, and clicking on the main page right there. It'll say 7 Nights of Success, and you'll be able to listen to the replays if you missed any of them. It's been such a blast. I've been really, really enjoying this. And what we're doing is, in case you don't know, is it's a 7-part series, and it's designed to show you how to use Deepak Chopra's powerful book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, as part of your success toolkit. And each of these 20-minute talks are designed to be brief, right? We've got a lot going on in our lives, and so I'm trying to keep it brief and simple, and just an introduction to bring the concepts and the ideas into your life and get you in what I love, which is evolutionary action, right? Consistent evolutionary action, getting you moving forward. If you have questions, you're all being very shy, but if you have questions, you can go on over to Motivate Myself on Facebook. Just type Motivate Myself, 2 words, in the little search thing, and you should be able to find it. And go ahead and like the page, and you can put a comment on that. You can put your questions on the wall. I'm totally open to answering questions or even feedback about, how this program has been for you and what's been beneficial, because that's really great for me to hear. So if you have a few minutes, if you're on the webinar right now, there's actually a button to the left if you're live. You can just click that or listening to the replay, and you can go right to the Facebook page right there. One of the great things about being friends with me on Facebook is that I do a lot of stuff. I'm a busy gal, and I'm kind of like the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain there. And so you'll keep in the loop of everything that I have going on by being there, including the foundation course, which is a workshop that I have coming up. I run it every year, and it's an annual workshop that I offer to support you in putting together a solid, authentic game plan at the beginning of every year for yourself, but mainly for your business. And let's see, I think we're good to go. I think that I covered everything that I needed to, and it's time to dig into the last law, the law of Dharma, which can also be called, Deepak tells us, the law of life purpose. And I'm going to read his introduction because, he writes so beautifully, and quote him here. According to this law, you have a unique talent and a unique way of expressing it. There is something that you can do better than anyone else in the whole world. And for every unique talent and unique expression of that talent, there are also unique needs. Now, when these needs are matched with the creative expression of your talent, that is the spark that creates affluence. Expressing your talents to fulfill needs creates unlimited wealth and abundance. Now, I don't know how many of you listening in have perhaps a young daughter and have been subjected to the Tinkerbell movie. I'm not getting kickbacks from Disney. I think it's a Disney movie. Yeah. But this is a great movie about life purpose and finding and using your unique talents. That's what Tinkerbell's doing. She's looking for her talent. A lot of the kids' movies have some wonderful nuggets in them, and they're written really well these days. So I often will write down quotes from them. It's not cliche. It's just really well put. So if you find yourself sitting there watching a kids' movie sometime, just really listen to the words, because you might find some nuggets in there as well. And the Tinkerbell one is a good one around this whole life purpose idea. Now, Deepak tells us that there are 3 components to this law. Okay, the first one is we must find out for ourselves that inside of us is a god or a goddess in embryo that wants to be born so that we can express our divinity. But we must find that for ourselves, Deepak's telling us. The second thing is that every human being has a unique talent that is unique in its expression, so unique that there is no one else alive on this planet that has that talent or that expression of that talent. When you're doing this talent, this thing that is your unique talent, you'll know you're on track, because I'm sure you're all familiar with when you're really engaged in something, you just lose track of time. When you're passionate, when your core values are, when you're on track, that's what happens. And the third thing is service to humanity, and asking yourself, how can I help? How can I help all of those that I come into contact with? And we're all giving people, and I attract just wonderfully giving people. So I don't doubt, and I'm not suggesting that you're out there not helping right now, but really look at your motives. Really tap into what you enjoy doing. If you're on the volunteer committee for the local I don't know, maybe the AIDS walk or something, and you're doing it because you feel like you want to do it and you want to be involved, but it doesn't really tap into what you're passionate about. Well, maybe you can find a way to find what you're passionate about and help out at the same time. And that way you'll be in that wonderful place of giving that he talked about in the second law, that difference between giving, because your motive behind your giving is really important too, and we covered that in the second law. There's 2 things that I want to point out here around the law of Dharma. First of all, it can put a lot of pressure on you to want to figure out what your unique talent is. I mean, boy, Tinkerbell was having a hard time, but that's right on. I mean, if it's not already evident to you, it can feel like a lot of pressure to figure that out. And most of my clients come to me knowing what they want to do, and they already have a business or a career in motion. But, something I've been noticing recently is that I've been working with quite a few clients to help them figure out what they want to do and honing it down. Or with people that are doing something, but it's not making, they're not passionate, it's not tapping into their passions. So then when we find how to bring those 2 things together, once we do it, we can move into recognizing who out there has the need for the unique talent. Once we've figured out what it is, then we can look for who needs that. And after that, we spend quite a while developing systems and really tightly crafting their brand and their style, and then tweaking and fine-tuning until we get that spark that Deepak's talking about here, that spark of affluence. So it's a process. Once again, it's a process. It takes time. I do want to reach out to those of you who are trying to figure out your life purpose right now and encourage you to use the other laws to help you hone in on it, right? You have these tools that we've been going over. You can look at the book. Try to come from a place of curiosity on your quest and really create some space so that you can recognize the clues that are there in your everyday life. Keep in mind especially the law of detachment. Remember the one we were talking about last night? And embrace the uncertainty that you feel about this quest. If you're busy running tapes of, for example, in your head, why don't I know what I want to do? I'm not good at anything. In your head, if those tapes are running, you won't hear the guidance from your GPS, right? So don't forget about meditation or just being silent. I hope you've realized over this week that meditation doesn't have to be this formal spiritual thing. It's just about being silent and just about being focused. So really use that to create space and to open up that channel so that you can hear your GPS, because it's going to guide you better than anybody else ever can. It's the most powerful tool we've talked about, really, opening up to that voice and to the silence. And if you want to engage your internal GPS to help you uncover your life purpose, then you have to listen.